Let's talk a little bit about how Black Film Space um, became the entity that it is now. Because I remember when, in the very beginning, it was like Black Film Space, Black TV and Film Collective, and Hugh and Brown Girls Doc Mafia. That's all
Yes.
we had. Literally, if you did unscripted and you were a woman or a woman presenting, it was Brown Girls Doc. And then if you did anything else, it was one of those three or all three. And we all belong to all three, right? And so we all belong to all three. And Black TV and Film Collective is on a hiatus. Brown Girls Doc Mafia moved off of Facebook onto their own platform. Did the same and came back.
Yeah.
But Black Film Space has always been, since it began to grow into, and then became a 501c3, and now you guys are doing, fiscal sponsorship and all these things, and now you're bi-coastal. So talk about a little bit what the Do It Scared era poured into the growth of Black Film Space. Because as somebody who helped build another organization in that realm, I know what it's like to be scared, especially.
It's hard. And like, I think what made it even more challenging for Reggie and I is that we're not names, right? When you're not like in those cachet circles, people are like, who? So the fact that I just brought my friends together and I didn't realize how many of them wanted to write and direct and make movies. And then they would tell their friends together. And I didn't realize how many of them wanted to write and direct and make movies. And then they would tell their friends. And I had like roommates, it was just like, it just exploded. And I was like, okay, there are Black people who do make films, particularly in New York. We're just spread out and we don't know how to find each other. So there was just a demand for it. And then I think also what made Black Film Space specifically stand out is that we targeted younger filmmakers, because a lot of the younger ones would say, like, I would go to these industry events or other organizations and everybody was kind of older. So you guys helped me feel comfortable just walking into a workshop and never writing a script before. Because that's where we were, So we were like, let's just create what we need. And then everybody just started coming. Because there were people who, like you, Okima, you have a lot of experience. But if you have a new project that you're nervous about, you could come to a Black Film Space event and without judgment, right? You can read your script and it can be terrible. And people will tear it to shreds, but you'll be better equipped to make a better project on the other side of that. And I think that's what helped us to grow. People feeling like I could be at any stage of my filmmaking journey and there's programming within this organization that accommodates me. So we just started creating things that we knew we needed.